Plaintiff Liz Rodriguez says she started dating the defendant when she was 17, and they were married by the time she was 18. Liz claims the defendant ended up leaving her for another woman, and now he refuses to sign their divorce papers. Liz is suing her estranged husband for unpaid loans. Defendant George Rodriguez says before he left Liz, she cheated on him in his own house. George admits that he still cares for Liz and therefore has contested the divorce, even though he had a baby with another woman. George claims he's the one who supported Liz throughout their marriage, and he's countersuing for unpaid loans.
Start with you.
Well, George and I met when we were 17. We were married by the time we were 18. For the most part, it was pretty good, you know. We moved from the city to upstate New York, and it just went downhill from there.
Why?
He elected to want to further his education, and I was all for it. And he did a lot of things he shouldn't have done.
Relating to getting his education?
No. He met new friends, got in a new circle, and it just basically went from bad to worse.
Okay. Whatever that means. You haven't said nothing.
I'm sorry.
You haven't said a thing.
He moved out. We got into a basic marital altercation. He met someone new, fine, dandy.
Oh, okay.
He moved out. I stayed home. Again, bad to worse.
So he started cheating and he met another woman.
Yeah. And it was about 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
We're still married. Did divorce papers, can't get them signed.
You filed for a divorce.
No, I did the application.
That's filing. You filed
He
for
won't
it in
sign.
court?
No, I didn't do the filing because it costs, in New York City, it costs $500.
Okay.
And every time he contests it, I have to repay the $500. And he already told me he's not going to sign.
That's not true.
That's what
Once
they
you
told me.
file it in court, it's filed. And then they schedule a hearing. And then they have the trial. And then he says, I either want a divorce or I don't want a divorce. I'm contesting it. And then they go to the conclusion. They don't, at what point do you file again?
They told me that if he contests, we'd have to go to the court, and depending on what the judge stated, that would be the final decision. So he told me he wasn't going to sign.
That's exactly what it is. You said you have to pay $500 every now and then.
Every time you file.
You only file once.
That's not what I was advised in the court when I went over there.
Let me see what you have that shows me that.
That's the whole booklet.
Once is not enough. No, I'm not reading the whole thing. I know you don't. I know you don't know what you're talking about. I know you don't know what you're talking about. There's no state in the country that tells you you have to keep filing. Once you file, they have to dispose of that. Go ahead, though. They keep telling you to keep filing, and by now it's up to what, 50,000?
No, after the first.
What is it up to now?
After the first.
You're gonna play with my intelligence. I'm gonna play back with you.
After the first time, I elected not to do the procedure again for the simple fact that I couldn't afford it more than once.
Gotcha. What do you want to tell me the background on this case before we get to the loans?
She's right. We got married young, you know, and about 2.5, 3 years ago, we did separate it. But before that, you know, we had a pretty decent marriage before we moved upstate, you know, and I still do care for her very much, you know. She failed to tell you that I was cheated on in my own house before I left.
Oh, no, you didn't go there. He's lying, Your Honor.
And my own family told me. It's something that I wasn't even going to bring up in court, but it was irrelevant. It was irrelevant to the case. And yes, I did find somebody else, you know, and I ended up having a child with that person, you know, but as for the most part, you know, she is my wife.
Have you all attempted to get a divorce?
She attempted. Of course, I kept on saying no.
Okay, you've contested it. You all haven't gotten a trial date?
No.
You don't know why?
I don't know any.
Show me some papers where it's been filed one time.
No, it hasn't been filed.
Well, then you said you got to keep filing. You said you filed it once for $500. You can't afford to keep filing. Y'all don't know why you're not divorced. Let's get to these loans, ma'am.
Okay. throughout the entire year of 2006 into the beginning of 2007, while he was living wherever it was that he's living, he had different issues, car problems, tickets, little necessities here and there that he needed to have that he couldn't afford to have. So whenever I got a windfall of money, he would borrow money under the pretense of attempting to pay me back, but it never happened. I never got a penny. A grand total of $7,000 was borrowed, but the maximum that I can sue for today is $5,000.
All right, sir.
Okay, Your Honor. Before we moved out the city, I worked in a law firm, okay? And I supported her day in, day out. All she had to do was stay home with my son, okay?
That was his choice, Your Honor.
And do whatever it is that she, but I supported the household, okay? When we moved upstate, she supported the household on Dunkin' Donuts. So she had a rough time.
That's where she worked?
She had a rough time. It wasn't as easy for her as it was for me.
Did the best she could, right. Go ahead.
I totally give her 100% control over my kids. I'm paying for that now.
Okay.
Let's
get to your counterclaim for loans.
Okay.
You're suing her for $5,000.
Over the years of us being together, my grandfather has helped us out of certain jams. Like if we didn't have the rent for that month, we would borrow from him and say that we were going to
So she owes your grandfather or she owes you?
Well, I'm supposed to pay my grandfather, but it was agreed that she would pay half.
All right. All right, folks, let's get back to this divorce stuff that we were talking about. First of all, you all are still married, and the ramifications of you not filing once, that's all you have to do is file once. But in any event, the ramification is that you all have joint assets.
And I knew that.
Married couples can't sue each other. Your money is his money.
Your Honor.
Your money is her money. Put your hand down. Man, you don't hit on more of that nonsense you're talking about. I tried to file over and over, and each time they wanted $500, just straight lied to me. Haven't filed once. Now, you can't sue him for $5,000 because you can't have a loan agree. You can't loan your own husband money. It's his money just like it is yours. Any income that comes into the household is joint. Both your claims are dismissed. See, it costs you $5,000, not what?
I have a promissory note.
That doesn't matter. No.
Okay.
Can you just hear me?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Even if he borrowed it, if he wrote, I love you and I'll pay you over and over.
Okay.
Have a good day. Once again, you lost out on $5,000 because you won't spend $500. Good luck. Both of your claims are dismissed.
I've been asking him for a divorce for the last 2.5 years. He lives with this female, he has a baby with this female, and he continuously harasses me over the phone. I have proof of that too.
Now she's gonna get the divorce. I didn't come here to get embarrassed, and I practically knew the outcome of the case was gonna be what it was.